I'll tell you guys a story about risk. About a year and a half ago, I had made a company shift or a company change. I'd worked for a company for about 8 years. And I came home to my wife one night with an opportunity of shifting my career into a new company. For those that are a little nervous about risk, because we all get comfortable, we all kind of get in our ways. For me, this was kind of a particularly hard one because that particular year of being a mortgage lender, we had made more money that year financially, my wife and I, than any other year. And one of the first things that she said to me is, if it's not broken, why change? And I think a lot of people kind of get in that mindset, right? They get super comfortable. They understand, in that comfort area, what to expect month in, the month out, and why take a risk or why take a jump if you don't need to necessarily. A lot of guys that I'd worked with in the industry for a long, long time approached me with a phenomenal opportunity. And for me, the risk just made a lot of sense because it was a way to elevate my career in the direction that I really wanted to. When you kind of get in a corporate setting, not that this is necessarily the case in my story, but sometimes it feels like the management levels don't let you continue to progress. So in my situation, I always thought, could I become a manager? Could I become a regional manager? Could I run a mortgage company? What does that look like? And something that dawned on me really early on was, if I ever had the opportunity with the right people, I'm going to take the jump and I'm going to take the risk. And this opportunity arose. And what was very selfish for me, which was the win-win with me and my wife, I had the opportunity to go meet 220 agents throughout the whole state of Utah and basically create an affiliation or a partnership with this particular agency. And for me, it was just one of those things where I could totally see the market kind of shifting or pivoting out of refis and a lot of like really low rates into something was going to come over the next year or two and the market was going to shift. Looking into the future and understanding, hey, I really want to take a management position risk. Hey, what could a year or 2 years out potentially look like in the industry? And one phrase that I like to use a lot is, how do we get closer to the sun? And if a lot of real estate agents are the way that I get business, or builders, that's how I get business, then how do we partnership with them, or how do we team up with them, or how do we be surrounded by them a lot more day in and day out? The risk was the reward. I think a lot of you out there are probably thinking like, hey, maybe I should take the jump. Maybe I should take that leap. Maybe I should have that faith. For me, I'm always going to say yes. Looking back at the last year and a half of my life and where the current mortgage interest rates are right now, if I didn't make this leap, if I didn't make this transition, I'd probably be hurting pretty bad right now versus being super successful kind of in the area that I'm sitting. So for me, risk always is going to give reward. And I think one thing that I want you guys to take away from this is, if there ever is an opportunity for you guys, always say yes, because you never know what could come out of it.